you, bro.
That's a nice late background.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Fourth Quarter Podcast. Today we got the 7th episode. I know y'all been desperately waiting for this next episode, man. Today we're gonna be talking about the NBA schedule. I know everybody's excited for that, but first let me introduce my guys, Cam, Kenny, Rod. How y'all feeling?
Good, bro. Good.
I'm crap right now. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get it up. You know what I'm talking about?
Ken has on a robe. He did not come prepared today, but we're going to bypass that. I just wanted to get out the way before y'all noticed in the comments. You did. But, yeah, like I was saying, so the NBA schedule is back July 31st.
30.
Right? 30th? Oh, yeah, they did move the day back. I'm excited, man. The Lakers got that the fourth matchup with the Clippers.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Rod, the Boston got the Bucks. How you feeling about that?
We're just gonna come out the gates and win 8 straight, assert dominance, and like really put ourselves as the title favorites. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because even though I have the Bucks making it, I feel like this has like done something. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like this whole break, I'm like, I don't know about the Bucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why. I still would probably put my money on them, but I don't know. I just feel like them sitting out so long. It's just like, I don't know.
I feel that same way with the Lakers. New boys dropping like flies over there, ain't they? You know what I'm talking about?
I mean,
hey, all that means you got a team full of guys that's standing up for what
it was just Avery Bradley, right?
And Dwight.
Dwight said he wasn't playing?
Yeah,
he's still on the fence about it. He's still on the fence about it.
Bro. He said
LeBron said you get in that locker room, Dwight's going to play.
Oh, yeah, well, Pablo say that LeBron said you go play. It's just business, dog.
I think Avery Bradley is like 100% not playing. I think LeBron's just going to give Dwight a call, and Dwight's going to show up.
That's what I'm saying. AB is like zero tolerance. Dwight going to end up playing.
Dwight is his own man.
It's already set. Like, I think his is confirmed. Like,
I think about to look at that, bro. I'm pretty sure Dwight Larry said, I'm not playing, bro.
No, he's on the fence. I know. I know what you're talking about. Him, like them talking about it. But Avery Bradley, I got a notification to my phone about his.
Yeah, I don't think that really matters.
It's been a lot of that back and forth though from the players. Like, have y'all noticed that when like DeMarcus Cousins came out and said like, "Nah, I'm not playing." They came back out later telling us, "I might play." Somebody pick me up now. Like, what's going on with that? Do y'all want to play or not? Like, make up your mind.
I imagine it's a hard decision, bro. Like, it's a lot of factors right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I get it. Yeah, I definitely understand it. I don't know, man.
You know, people are mad.
I don't knock them for not playing, but I also feel like use your platform, like play and like voice your opinion while actually participating. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like if you don't play, it's like, all right, I respect that too. I understand that totally. But I also would say, like, just play and, like, use your platform to get the message out. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
I feel like people are not going to really pay attention, though. It's like you're going to talk, like, 5 minutes before the tip-off, and then people just going to watch it like, all right, come on, basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But, I mean, honestly, what does – I don't want to sound, like, inconsiderate, but when you don't play, like – I don't understand what that's really doing to push the effort forward. I mean, I understand like they can go participate in like marches and stuff, but I feel like if they played and what's the name, like use their platform, I feel like that would do more than not playing.
No, man, because when Avery Bradley said he wasn't playing, I seen like more attention on him since he was on the Celtics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
on him, not on what he's not.
And now he has a platform. You know what I'm saying? Now he's on the soapbox.
I'm saying if he come out and say like,
Black Lives Matter. That's not even why he didn't play.
You said what?
I said that's not even why he didn't play, but
he just wanted to spend time with family, right?
He said he's trying to protect his son.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's what's crazy. He not even doing it for that reason. He's doing it so he don't give his family corona.
I respect that too. But
speaking of that, new report of 16 players getting it now. Like Buddy Hield, Jokic, Brogdon. Like, my thing is, if this like continues to spike up, are they still going forward with the plan, or is it like, you know, I know we talked about this in a previous video, but now that it's here, it's like they got numbers now. So are they like thinking about changing their mind, or like I hope not. Well, I mean, obviously, I want the players to be safe, but like you said in the previous video, Cam, like I hope they were prepared for this. Like,
what's the name? Adam Silver actually said like if it continues to go up like the numbers, then it's like stopping it isn't out of the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like they will stop it if needed, but I think it would take a lot. Like I think it would take like a whole like a third of the players to get the virus for them to stop the thing, because they do have a plan for the players that do contract the virus. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I feel like it won't get stopped. You know what I'm saying? As long as these players, when they do get it, like they quarantine like they're supposed to, and they don't be leaving. Cause they just talked about it today. Like they said all the ins and out of the little bubble thing they got going on. So as long as they follow that, like those guidelines, then they should be good.
Give me some details on that, bro.
Like pretty much it was just like they all staying at these certain hotels, like based on seating. And you can go to like the Disney, because you know it's at Disney, so you can go out like to Disney World and stuff, but you can't leave like the resort kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Then you can go to the game. Like players can go to other games, but you gotta like they have to wear masks at all times unless they're on the court. There was some more stuff that I can't really remember right now, but pretty much they just introduced the plan to where like they're trying to minimize the like the amount of people that can get the virus, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
it all depends. Like, it just, I think it all depends on these guys, like, you know, really take it seriously, like these rules and regulations, and don't try to like sneak out, hit up the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, they actually just go there and do what they're supposed to do. I feel like it can be mitigated to like, it can be good and they can finish what they're trying to do. But before we get too far, I just want to like name out the big Showtime games. If anybody was wondering, y'all can look up the rest of them yourselves. But Thursday, July 30th on TNT, which I'm happy about. I'm happy they putting them on TV because everybody can't afford NBA TV like myself, you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy they put most of these on regular TV. But July 30th, you got the Jazz and the Pelicans. I know Kenny excited about that one. My boy loves Zion.
Why is that like a Showtime game? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
But anyway, that same day you got Clippers and Lakers. I don't even know why they're showing that. We'll probably beat them by 20. That following day, July 31st, Friday, you have the Celtics and the Bucks. Giannis is refreshed. He'll probably kill them by 50. Sunday, August 2nd on ABC, right? You have the Bucks and the Rockets. August 3rd, Monday, you have the Grizzlies and the Pelicans. That would probably be the most boring game ever. And then Thursday, August 6th on TNT.
You said the Grizzlies and the Pelicans?
And the Rockets. Huh?
You said the Grizzlies and the Pelicans?
Yeah, for August 3rd. So
those should have put that one on the first day. Like, why are they putting the Jazz and Showtime? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, Donovan Mitchell, respect him. But yeah, those are some of the big headlining games, like starting off the season when it's coming back. Just look out for those. But yeah, I didn't look up the full schedule, but it's gonna be exciting. But yeah, going back to what I was saying. Yeah, to reiterate, if the players just do what they're supposed to do, I think it'd be smooth sailing from here. But you got a couple knuckleheads and mature guys. But I just hopefully everybody can buckle down and just do what they're supposed to do. And hopefully we can keep this going, and we don't got to see any more, you know, setbacks or anything like that.
Yeah, I agree. Cause like they tested 302 players, and only 16 of them had it. So as of right now, as long as everybody follows the guideline, I'm not saying it's impossible for them to get it. Like they can still get it, but for the most part, if they follow the guidelines, like you don't have it. So just stay at home and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And only go around the people that you've been around, and you shouldn't get it. But I mean, I understand like it can happen, but like you said, if they follow the guidelines, everything should be good.
Bro, I can't be the only one feeling like a kid on Christmas, bro. Like the NBA is almost back, man. Like,
I wish they would did the promotion like maybe like a week early, because now it's like it feel like it's about to start like next week, but it's still all the way until July 30th.
Yeah, so like I wish they would have just say like out of nowhere, just it's back July 31st, and just like, you know what I'm saying. I agree, but I'm excited, man. Like I just hopefully like we don't have any hiccups. I'm excited to see Bron get another ring, man.
Yeah.
I don't feel right. Like I got something in the pit of my stomach. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You saying something not right?
The season, it don't feel right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I
the
was
more and more I
actually
think about it.
talking to my pops, and he was like, he wished they just would have canned it. You know what I'm saying? And he actually changed my mind. Like he was saying, he wished they just would have canceled it. The next season was coming up, you know, very soon. He didn't really care about the awards or nothing like that. Because now it's gonna alter some things. And at first I was like, nah, I still want them to do it. But then again, thinking about how like whoever wins is gonna have an asterisk next to, you know, the championship anyway. And like we already missed so much. I kind of agree with him now. What y'all think?
I think he might be right, bro. They might just need to put this in the can, bro. Like, it don't feel right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like they feel pressure because if anybody says they don't want to play or they're not playing, people are at their neck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kyrie said some people were slandering everybody. People were mad at him for trying to protect his son, bro. It's like, what do you want him to do? And they just feel like the fans' entitlement and the NBA is like pandering to that. And it doesn't feel safe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Florida, like, cases are rising rapidly. It's like, why are we still doing this? What's the reason? You get what I'm saying?
Money.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I know it's a business, but do you really value money over the lives of your players and their families? You know what I'm saying? Is it really worth it?
I guess they're saying yes.
See, I don't like that, bro. And that's
What
why
you think, Bug? Do you like you think it's like it should be a good to go, or you would just wait if it was your decision?
I would wait. But I know matter of fact, I changed that because what am I waiting on? Corona's going to be here the next day and the next day.
That's what I was
So,
about to say. That way,
and I'm not I wouldn't wait 2 years for a cure to come out. That's a long
Oh,
time.
no. Don't get the question misconstrued. I was only saying that because we've already missed so much time. So would you just like you're still gonna like you still want to play, but I'm saying like would you continue on with this one, or would you just wait and start the new season because we've already missed so much time, not because like we're waiting on Corona cure.
I will continue on. I mean, everybody, we all got the same amount of break. You got to hoop at your house. I'm on board with going. I'm on board with going, and I don't want to hear no excuses because like, long as everybody have their main guys or whatever. Like, obviously, if somebody's best player go down or something, then okay. But
what about the Nuggets?
they won't go win anyway. So like, what I was about to say is like,
See, I don't like that.
right now, like everybody like. It's either everybody think LA is going to win, either of the LAs or the Bucks. That's about 90% of the world. That's what they think.
Mhm.
So Paul George and Kawhi, they're healthy. LeBron and AD, they're healthy. Greek Freak, they're healthy. I don't want to hear about Avery Bradley. I don't want to hear it.
Why not?
Deion Waiters, they got a replacement.
Did he pass out with a plane from Gummy Bears?
Deion Waiters.
That's who you want the helms of your offense?
Deion Waiters is good. Plus, Avery Bradley wasn't a main piece.
He was just on the plane OD on drugs. And you just like, come on, start on my championship.
See, it's starting already because me as a Lakers fan, I feel like I mean, obviously Avery Bradley isn't LeBron or AD, but I feel like he was a key factor to our team. He brought defense, morale, and as we've seen from the last game with the Clippers, he brought some offensive threes. So it's like none Laker fans are going to say that that's going to be our excuse, but we were utilizing him. It's not like we just came off and gave him 5 minutes here. Like we were utilizing Avery Bradley, and Deion Waiters hasn't played since he OD'd from the Gummy Bears. So it's like we don't know if he's still that same Deion from Cleveland or OKC or Miami.
Right. I get what you're saying. You don't know what to expect out of Deion Waiters. Avery Bradley played defense. He gave you points. He started too as well, right?
I think
Yeah, so I'm not saying he's a nobody. I know what he brings to the table. I'm just some people are gonna give the Lakers that excuse. They're losing a starter. Some people are gonna give them that excuse. I'm not. I don't want to hear it. And plus they might get JR, which I think JR is better than him. So they're gonna get over probably. So
I talking about the same dude that forgot to score in time.
Yes, I think he's better than Avery Bradley.
At what exactly?
Drinking.
I think J.R. Smith is a better scorer than Avery Bradley.
Is that what the whole game consists of?
No. You said, what is he better than that, right?
So Avery Bradley's far better at defense.
Ooh, I wouldn't say far. He's better.
I seen J.R. Smith dap up the opposite team and get scored on by
J.R.
Tony Snell.
I just feel like
You wouldn't say Avery Bradley is a far better defender than J.R. Smith.
I would say clear, not by far.
Are you sure you know who Avery Bradley is? Like, are you sure?
I said I would say clear. Like, it's clear. I know who plays better defense, but by far means it's 3 miles, and I don't think it's that far.
Do you think J.R. Smith is a good defender?
I think he's a better overall player than Avery Bradley.
Do you think that J.R. Smith is a good defender?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I do.
We'll come back to this. Cam, like going back to the original question, do you think the NBA should be on standstill until next season, or would you continue it?
I would continue because of like a mixture of like what Kenny said about like the corona. Like if that was the reason, then that is going to be here for years. So if that's the case, then we would have to not have the NBA for multiple years. So that like part of it is for that, and then the other part is because it was so far into the season. Like if it was like 20 games in, then I would probably say like let's just do it, like start over. But since they were about to start playoffs, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like they put in a lot of work, and for it to be scrapped, that would kind of be like, dang, like we did all this for nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I would.
That's why I'm kind of on the fence about it. My dad just like said some things that I was like, yeah, that does make sense. Now going back to what they were just talking about, do you think Avery Bradley is a key piece to the Lakers team?
I'm kind of on both sides because I understand what Kenny is saying, but I think I'm more on your side, like that matters, like a starter matters. So, but I do get what Kenny is saying, and I do think Avery Bradley is a key piece to the Lakers.
Do you think J.R. Smith is a good defender?
No, not really, no.
I can't believe you said. Are you just saying that so you can like, say they don't have no excuse, or like you?
But what Kenny said is like you said it's not far as like them they're defending. One could say their shooting isn't like I know J.R. Smith shoot better than him, but that one's not far. Like you said, like 3 miles. It's not.
Well, no, I never said his shooting was 3 miles better.
Yeah. So that would make them even on both sides of the ball. I'm not saying I think. I don't know. That's a good.
It's not.
I get what everybody's saying. I'm just saying, like, if the Bucks win the championship, I don't want to hear it's because Avery Bradley's not playing. I just don't want to hear it, man. I understand, but pretty much what I'm trying to say is he's replaceable. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Like, if LeBron goes down, God forbid, you won't be able to replace what he does.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis, if he goes down, you won't be able to replace what he does. Greek Freak, you won't be able to replace what he does. I'm not going for that excuse that Avery Bradley's not playing.
In your eyes, if you have your star player, that like you're good, because that's what it sounds like you're saying. Because role players are exactly what their name is. If they play their role, they are just, I wouldn't say just as important, but they are super important to a team's success. Like Iggy, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying role players don't matter. Obviously, they matter because everybody's not going to be a superstar. I understand that. I'm just saying role players could be replaced easier than the main players. That's
obvious. That's 2 + 2. But you're not just gonna go find Derek Favors and replace him with Iguodala on that Warriors team, and they do the same thing. And I know that's just an example. I know they don't play the same position, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think Avery Bradley was that important to the team.
To each his own.
Just like even if Patrick Beverly went down, I wouldn't let that be the excuse for the Clippers.
So anybody but wasn't so like Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, any of them could leave and it wouldn't matter.
I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm saying
I'm just saying based on what you said, you wouldn't want to hear it for them if Lou Williams couldn't play.
No, I don't want to hear it. Got Reggie Jackson Reggie Jackson, he can score. I don't want to hear it.
Wow.
I mean,
wait, I heard something about Reggie Jackson. What's going on?
If we're going off what y'all are saying, pretty much like if Alex Caruso doesn't play, then that matters.
That's you like, huh?
You just go put. We're talking about a starter here in Avery Bradley.
Well, some people think Caruso should start. They say he do very well with LeBron.
I don't know what people you talking about. It might be some fans that came over
Y'all
when
never
LeBron
heard
did.
that
Start? No.
Like Caruso, he's one of those players that people go like. He's a troll player, so like people be just saying stuff about him, like he should be an all-star. I mean, I understand that was blasphemous, but people just go ham about him. I don't know when he became like a Twitter person, like, you know what I'm saying? But everybody.
I think he dunks on somebody like the first year LeBron got there or something, and they just started going.
Yeah.
Like being LeBron's teammate mixed with being bald headed and white and you can dunk. It's just a recipe for meme. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's
I don't know what you missed, Rob, but he was just basically saying like if Lou Will, Montrez, if any of them went down, there's no excuse. Basically, what I'm taking from, I'm not putting words in my mouth, Kenny. This is what I'm taking from it. What I'm taking from is basically he's saying role players can be replaced easily. Like they're not important. Basically, that's what I took from it.
There's different types of role players. Like there's literally like role players, and then there's key role players. You know what I'm saying? Like Marcus Smart is a role player, but if you lose him, it hurts.
That's what I was saying. Like I used Iggy for example. I think he was a great role player for the Warriors. I don't think he was super replaceable. But I guess the Kenny, like, take it, Warriors.
I'm not saying you can just get somebody in there to do what Avery Bradley does, like exactly, because he's probably the best on-ball defender in the league. So, but what I'm just saying is, like, let's just say Avery Bradley went down and Lou Williams went down. I believe Reggie Jackson would be able to not do exactly what Lou Williams does, but about 90%. And then Avery Bradley, if he doesn't play, well, he said he's not playing. I feel like KCP could do about 90%, 85% of what he does. It's not a huge drop off. Like if somebody take LeBron's spot, that's how I feel.
Wait, hold on, time out. Before you even move forward, I just wanted to set something straight. So you just said that Avery Bradley, in your opinion, is the best on-ball defender in the league, but you don't think it's 3 miles away from J.R. Smith?
Yeah, because it's certain stuff, like even though his on-ball defense is good, we all understand that, like, people are still going to score on him. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pretty much what I'm trying to say, like, if Kenny guard KD, Kenny guard Curry, people would still give him 30 is what I'm saying.
And they would give J.R. Smith 60.
No. But just because you're a great on-ball deep defender doesn't mean, like, you won't get dropped off. I've seen Beverly get dropped off.
That doesn't have nothing to do with J.R. Smith being a good defender. It's not close because everybody might get scored on by Kevin Durant. Like, that doesn't make it close between him and J.R. Smith. Because if he's going to score on Avery Bradley, he's dead going for sure going to score on J.R. Smith. Right? So if it's not 3 miles away and everybody is arguably the best on-ball defender, that means that J.R. Smith is in that conversation.
That's what I was getting at. I get what you're saying. You're saying he like with him being the best, he can still get 40 dropped on his head. But J.R. Smith, like that means he's going to get 80.
I get what y'all are saying, but I'm saying no. I don't think somebody's going to get. I know you're exaggerating, but I'm just saying no. I just feel like if Lou goes down, Reggie Jackson's like, I got you. Now I think KCP is saying, I got it, guys.
No, man. If KCP taking over for him, we're doing it.
I just don't see the drop off. KCP probably think he's better than Bradley.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but KCP had a game where he had like 0, 0, 0, and 5 fouls, right?
No, you're right.
Am I correct in that sense? Yeah. So that puts him in the realm of the worst stat line of all time, along with Tony Snell. So you're putting the likes of Tony Snell in a championship hands, essentially. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
I know what Kenny doing, man. He's getting out the way right now that LeBron isn't going to be excused from this loss. And I'm not an excuse guy either, but I do feel sorrow for, teams that, like, I'm not giving an excuse for the Warriors last year, but I'll be damned if I let a Kawhi fan tell me that he earned that, like, you know what I'm saying? So I get what Kenny is saying, but I like I said, I do feel sorry for teams that don't have like their full strength when it comes to playoff time.
See, me, I ain't gonna say I am an excuse guy, but I just look at it like
No, you're an excuse guy.
you get a pass from me. Like you're excused. You know what I'm saying? You like I don't understand how you can't excuse them for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like two of our best players are gone. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I am an excuse guy.
I'm not an excuse guy, but I understand.
And yeah, exactly. Right.
But you still have to get a nice carry-on bag and take it with you. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you got to take that. You lost. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, of course, if you go look in the record books, it's going to say the Warriors lost. Like, I'm not saying, like, I understand that. I'm just saying I wouldn't, like, count that against none of their legacies or nothing because it's like, bro, what do you expected me to win? If we expected the Warriors to win, that shows how good we think Curry is. Because I don't, and I mean, I guess that is what y'all are saying. Curry, you good, so go ahead. But me, I don't think he's good enough to beat that Raptors team by himself. So,
no, not by himself, but I think if he had Clay, I think they could have won it.
Yeah, me too, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I say he's excused. Like I can't count that against him. Like
he gonna get that carry-on bag, but
Clay's not
a
role player though. Him and Bradley, that's a big difference.
No, I'm not even comparing them. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm not comparing them to Clay's not a role player.
Oh, okay. See, now that one, I'll take that one. Like if Curry says, "Yeah, I didn't win because I didn't have Clay," I'm like, "All right, I'm able to work with you."
He plays a scorer, right?
I know Clay's work, but I don't want to hear Avery Bradley didn't play.
Yeah. I wasn't comparing them to.
Okay.
But
I get what you're saying. That's why I say I understand what you're saying.
You're just saying no. I get it.
And I'm not even saying no all the way. I just can't say yes either. Like, I do get what you're saying because I don't think we should, like, if they lose, if the Lakers make it all the way to the finals and then lose, it's obviously won't everybody's fault because it's like y'all got here. Like, y'all beat the other three teams or however many rounds it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I understand what you're saying, but I also know that everybody is a big, like, losing him is a big blow. So I don't know.
I got a question.
You just have to make mental notes.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Kenny. And I want your honest opinion. So if Giannis lost Chris Middleton, would he have to, like, if he lost, would he have to take it?
To who?
Like I'm saying, like if he lost Chris Middleton got injured and he just said he wasn't playing and Giannis lost, would he have to take it or like?
That's not a good question for me. Because I don't think Chris Middleton's what y'all think he is.
Well, no, I just want your honest, like,
that's why
not for anybody else. It's like, this is how you feel. I'm not asking you
to
answer like anybody else.
Chris Middleton's not all that to me, so I'm thinking take it.
We just need to do a whole segment on who Kenny thinks is good at basketball. Like,
bro, that would actually be funny, bro.
Is J.R. Smith better than Chris Middleton, bro?
No, not right now, no.
Like, what, later on he might be or something? Like, what you trying to leave the door open?
If you guys asked me that 7 years ago, yes.
I don't like. Was he even in the league 7 years ago?
A prime JR is better than Middleton.
A prime JR versus a prime Chris Middle.
Yes, I've seen JR do some stuff.
I've also seen him do some stuff. If you don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I know he dapped up Terry, but I'm just saying, like, Smith, we forget what he used to be. We forget.
I didn't he forget.
Athletic.
You know what I'm saying? He forgets on the court in the championship. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. He's a bitch player.
So to answer the question, you saying like Giannis, yes, take it. You lost Middleton, thanks.
I just feel like I believe in no excuses.
See, I don't. Like,
I just feel like the way y'all are doing it, almost everybody could have an excuse. So it gets to the point to where it's like, no. You know what I'm saying? So
no, Cam, hear me out. I get what you're trying to say, but the reason why I say no excuses is because everybody's aware that these things can happen. it's not like it's like, oh my God, he got injured. What are we gonna do now? Like they're aware, like the Bucks are aware that Giannis can get injured. So I'm not saying they're supposed to just be like, let's keep doing what we was doing. We lost our best player, but at the same time, it's like, take it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I like to look at things. I like to dumb it down to kind of what's next. So pretty much, and like I'm gonna just paint a picture for y'all. Let's say you wake up for work, right? You wake up on time. Everything good. You on your way to work. You leave the house 30 minutes early. You know what I'm saying? However much time you need, like you account for traffic and all that. Then your tire just blow out and your wheel fall off. Pretty much, y'all are saying as a boss, y'all would say, take it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no excuses.
Well, where's the spare?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, no. Let's say you just, because in the NBA, you can't just literally say like, hey, Avery Bradley #2, come on. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is next man up basketball. Like, because, and let me rebuttal. I feel like if you were to act, and this is me like being genuine, like not even them just being egotistic. I think if you went to that Bucks team and took Giannis out the locker room, and you asked them like, could y'all win without him? I think they would say yes. So why is it that if y'all really had to play without him, where's that energy?
Well, that's where I disagree. I think they know if you take Giannis, we not. I think.
Well, no, I wouldn't ask them about the championship, but I feel like if they say like, can y'all continue this season being in first place in the East? Well, I don't know how much they're up by, but even if it's close, like, could y'all win it? Like, I think they would say yes.
Mm.
So it's like, I don't know. I just think about next man up mentality. So, and I know DiVincenzo is not Giannis, but like, no, you're gonna take it.
I'm just not with Avery Bradley. With Avery Bradley, I wouldn't give nobody an excuse for that. With the Warriors went, I can't tell them to take that. Like, that's like your tire falling off and you don't have a spare and it's nothing I can do. You know?
Yeah, what I'm saying is if superstar is what I'm saying, like you take away. Obviously, if LeBron and KD, if those type of players, I'm talking about far as role players.
Yeah, with Bradley, I understand take it because it's like even though that is a big blow, that it's not LeBron or wasn't it? So I get what you're saying with them.
Yeah, I just
I'm talking about the Warriors with that analogy. I can't. That's an excuse. Like,
oh, that one, yes. If you're
off as an excuse, like they got an excuse.
They're circumstantial. Take it with you. You know what I'm saying?
Which
you know, like the Warriors. So that's probably the equivalent of the tire falling off.
Yeah.
But when LeBron teammates get injured, it's more like your tire fell off, but you live a mile away from work. You know what I'm saying? You could have just walked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna take some credit, but the Warriors, it's like two of our players blew their knees out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I said. Like, I'm only talking about that Warrior because I've seen people say like, no excuse. And I'm not even just talking about y'all. I've seen people say like, like I can't.
Well, that's how I feel, but I feel sorry for them. But there's still no excuse. Y'all are arguably the best team ever. You utilize, like, y'all got the best coach to some people. Steve Kerr is a Hall of Fame coach already, so it's like, find a way. I know you lost your best pieces, but find a way. But I do feel sorry for y'all that y'all lost Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson.
I feel like it's on Draymond to step up at that point, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks. Thank you.
you have to earn your bread, dude. Like, to
Draymond's defense, he was going crazy in all the other series before. So he's like, Curry, you the best shooter. Like, you're the best point guard. Come on.
To Draymond's offense, he told one of the best players in the game, "You're a effing B word. We don't need you."
Well, to Draymond's defense, we was winning before you got here. Don't ask for the ball. I got it.
Didn't do it when I'm not here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We did once. That's all.
It's like Draymond was like, okay, Klay out, KD out. It's my time to be worse at basketball. You know what I'm saying? Who?
You got Klay in there with you. I mean, I understand he still had Curry, but it's easy when the other four people around you, it's like they gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like sometimes, I just need you to be base good at offense. Like, I need you to make a shot, a go-to. Like, he doesn't have a go-to move. And at that point, that's what I rethought my ranking of him. He's still a great player.
I will come to his defense. I don't think he ever, like, portrayed himself to be, like, I'm a great offender, I guess you would say. But Yeah, so I will come to his defense on that. But like you said, right, I totally agree with what you said. You talk a lot, so back that talk up. I don't want to hear that.
If he didn't say to KD he's a effing B to his face, it's like, all right, you're just Draymond, dog. But you put your cojones on the line with that one, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to back that up.
See, I don't like how people just automatically coming at Draymond. Okay, we know KD is one of the best offensive players ever, not even arguable. But it's like, if they got a signature play lined up for Dre at the end of the game or in those moments, it's like, this not OKC. This isn't. I'm not Russ. Like, let us play Warriors ball. You know what I'm saying?
So I was thinking about the fumble, Jay. Right?
So that's all I'm saying, bro. Like, don't come over here and beg for the ball, dude. Like, it was a regular season game. It's not that serious. Like, especially to the Warriors. So I just feel like let us play Warriors ball. Don't be crying about the ball. But I'm not gonna say what Draymond said was right. Like, he's definitely wrong for that. But KD, relax, baby. Like, it's a regular season game.
I do think Draymond could have played better defense, and that's something that he has to take. Pascal was making a fool out of him. Right. Pascal was looking like Rico Hines runs in the finals, bro. Do something.
Well, it's hard when you gotta try to guard everybody.
It's not hard when you don't have to score. Even though we want you to.
It's tiring when it's 1v5 on the other end.
Bro, you're playing one side of the ball. Do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you have to foul him. Do something. He was out there doing spin layups on Draymond like he was J.R. Smith. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous, man.
Well, I don't know, man. Those are just hard, but I definitely think role players matter.
Not what I'm saying. The Warriors might have to take that. He might gotta take that, bro. You got Curry. You got a unanimous. They got a great player. You know what I'm saying? So that even it out. And then they do have Kyle Lowry. But still though.
I get what you're saying, but it depends. Like, you know, I never thought Draymond is good, but I never thought that high of him. So I'm staying like
that's about right.
I don't expect much out of him. You know what I'm saying? So
bro, you have a DPOY, bro. Like, he could have had an impact. He could have did something to stop it.
You got the most improved player.
DPOY.
He showed it on Draymond.
It's like, come on, bro. Like, he made Draymond look obsolete, bro.
You don't gotta tell me. I seen it.
It's okay. Because E. Pascal is just training, ready to take the mantle of the dancing bear.
Hey, he's a dog.
He might be better than him already.
I think he is offensively.
No, Eric Pascal.
The dude from the Warriors, like the one good dude from the Warriors.
His offense is way better. Like you know how you said Miles better for JR? Eric Pascal, his offense is miles better than Draymond.
Oh, you talking about Pascal?
Yeah.
Man. You saying he's better than Draymond?
Offensively.
Yeah.
Oh, offensively.
Are we all in agreement that his offense is miles better?
I'm not gonna say Miles.
I'm not gonna say Miles.
I don't know.
Passing is offense. Like, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Rod. I feel like we underrate that.
I understand what you're saying, but imagine Eric Pascal playing with KD and all them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This is a misconception, bro. Draymond is not a good passer because he plays with those people.
Right.
That's what I've been trying to tell y'all.
That's not true.
Cam thinks anybody can pass it to Curry for an assist.
He is actually a really good alley-oop thrower.
No,
bro. Get that.
Cam, don't. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Come on, man. We usually always here, bro. Don't do this. Draymond he's a good passer, bro.
I know where I stand with Draymond, so it ain't no point in like arguing about it again.
I'm telling you facts. I'm standing on my like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen the footage. I've done my research. I don't just say things. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
like, you know, come on.
I wouldn't say Miles better, but Pascal is better.
He is a better scorer than Draymond.
His offense is better.
He's a better mid-range shooter for sure.
His offense is better.
Is Brandon Bass's offense better than Draymond's? Like,
because he can't put it on the ground.
Wait, hold on. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I seen Brandon Bass do a compact crossover at the free throw line on Dwayne Wade. It's right two-hand dunk. You know what I'm saying? Let's relax. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. We got that out of the way. We know role players are important. Kenny doesn't. But last but not least, we want to talk about, and this is kind of like been on our minds. You know, we're kind of like 2-2 in it because I think two of us likes one player and the other two likes the other player. But who's better, Jokic or Embiid?
I'm gonna let Kenny take the reins on this one.
I feel like Embiid's better clearly. I feel like it's clear. I won't say by far because I've seen Jokic work, but I just feel like Embiid. I feel like what he does is just awesome. I feel like he's overall.
I feel like he's overrated.
I feel like he's overall. I feel like his defense is great. I feel like his offense is great. I feel like he's an underrated shooter, free throws. I don't know what he's not good at, to be honest. The only thing that I know that Jokic does better than him is he passes way better than Joel Embiid. But other than that, I think Embiid's clearly better. And I don't want to ignore the defense. The defense. Now we talk about Miles. We talk about some Miles. His defense is miles better than Jokic, and I feel like that part is clear, and I feel like he's a better post player.
Now, I will give you that. Joel is actually a really good defender, but when it comes to offense, he just doesn't move the needle for me. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's inefficient. He's not really great at any one thing on offense. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you look at say Joel, like, oh, you got this. I've seen Aaron Baines clamp him up. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Al Horford clamp him up. All you need is a little size in there, and you can disrupt him. He can't shoot for real. I don't know what you're talking about. He's not a shooter. You know what I'm saying? And now when you have what's his name? Jokic, there's less things you can do to take him out of the game because he could just do something else. He can post you up. You take that away from him with a big, he's going to shoot. You take that away, he's going to facilitate. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much that he can do that you can never really take him out of the game. And at the end of the day, he's going to make his teammates better. And I don't think you can say the same thing for Joel Embiid.
Now, I'm going to cast my vote, and I'm going to say Embiid just because, just looking at his specimen, he's like the perfect center. No homo. He has the size, he has the length. I think Embiid is better for the simple reason that I'm giving him an excuse, but once I see him without this person, then I'll maybe change my answer or keep it the same. The reason why I can't really say that his offense isn't the best yet is because he's playing with another person on his team that doesn't allow him doesn't allow the dog to get out of the cage, basically, if y'all get my analogy. Like, he can't really do center things when you have a 6'8", 6'9" point guard who can't shoot the ball, and only way he's going to score is if he's in the paint with you. And that's very hard to do when that's your lane, if y'all get what I'm saying. Now, I will say Jokic, his mind is incredible. Like, he's one of the smartest players I've seen. I like, Rod, to your point, he's a facilitator. He does make his teammates better. He doesn't play a lick of D. He's super sluggish. He's super slow, and it's ridiculous. So the defense is not even up for debate. And the reason why I'll give Embiid the one up on him offensively is because he does what, like, so Jokic does things that you don't really normally get from a center, which is a point, it's a thumbs up. But Embiid does what a center's supposed to do, and he's adding a little bit of shooting in there too. So I think, with my last point in my argument, I think if you just give him a point guard who doesn't need to be in his space and allow him to do what he does, I think it'll really show Embiid's full potential. And then I think he shoots too much as a center. So once he gets a point guard that allow him to get down there in the paint, and then when he doesn't want to go down in the paint, he does take that probably 2-1 3-pointer a game. I think he'll make more than he does now, because I agree with you. I don't think he can shoot right now, but I do think he can shoot. I just think he has to get better opportunities.
I would go Jokic.
All right, I'm gonna vote.
It's like two things I want to say. One is like kind of an analogy. It might be, I might go him, but it's kind of like Jokic is like a Harden of bigs. Like, I know he don't play no defense, but it's like you can't take him off the floor, as Rod said, because his offense like really outweighs everything else. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, in a nutshell, like let's say we compare James Harden to Victor Oladipo. Like Oladipo score, his defense is way better than Harden and all that, but it's like Harden does so much on the offensive end that it's like it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, I know it's not like that, but that's kind of
that's pretty solid. That's pretty good.
I get where you're coming from. I just don't agree because it's always levels, and I feel like Harden is like.
Like it's like I just wanted to kind of paint the picture. I know Harden is way like.
Well, I was just saying that Jokic does do a lot offensively for the Nuggets, but I think Jamal Murray is really coming out of his shell, and he's been carrying a lot too without Jokic, having to do so much offensively. So that's why like I said, I get where you're coming from, but I don't know. I don't think his offensive is that, and I know you just said you're not comparing to Harden, but I'm just saying I know it's not to that extent to where that, they will go down 20 if Jokic went off the court, because they're starting to play. The Nuggets are starting to play some really good team ball. They won't win a damn thing, but they're starting to play some really good team ball. But
gosh,
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think it's to that extent to where Jokic can't be on the court. But I hear you.
It also plays to my.
I wanted to say it's like. We say like, okay, Embiid, he on the team with Simmons, so that doesn't allow him to do whatever. Which I get that, but I can't really give him that, because let's say Jokic was on the team with Simmons, that would work beautifully, I think. You know what I'm saying? So I can't give Embiid that, like, get better. You know what I'm saying? Like you be able to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Because if Jokic was on the Sixers, it's like now the paint isn't clogged because he can shoot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if he's out there, teams aren't like, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen teams say, Embiid, go ahead. He might make one, but ain't nobody really worried about that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really give Embiid the fact that he on the team with Simmons. So he on the team with a point guard that can't shoot, because Simmons is an all-star, but so I'm not going to tell an all-star, like, leave because you can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm that GM.
Yeah, you got something to say?
No, I think Demir's about to wrap it up.
Oh, no, I was just going to say I better not be that GM that's overseeing Ben Simmons. Yeah. We got to talk about that in one of these segments, bro, because my unpopular opinion, I do not think Ben Simmons is a good ball player, but that's another story for another day, man. That's another story for another day.
That's so fast.
But, I got one more thing. I got one more thing. Like Cam said, Joel, get better or whatever. Like, make shots, be a better shooter, pretty much. And like, is he a bad shooter? Is he considered a bad shooter?
I wouldn't say he's considered a bad shooter, but he can't shoot.
So he's like a Westbrook far as shooting, far as you're concerned.
Yeah, I said that last episode.
Y'all agree? Y'all on board with that?
Yes.
Demir?
Yeah.
All right, credit.
Well, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends about us, man. Best podcast on the net. And we're going to see y'all next time.
Peace.